Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Williams off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Big gain. Has him across the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st down, they'll run.
Oh, man, that just stuns you. That's exactly what you'd not think is going to happen on a 1st down run. Likely need now a big gain on 2nd to try to get back on schedule.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his 1st catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Williams with 3rd and long. It's a screen play for Allen. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 70 Timberwolves, 79 Broncos.
Play fake here. Daniels. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. The ball is loose. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning the game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I think it's sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
From the red zone on 1st. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Williams on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd down, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Jalen Lane back deep for the Commanders. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're lining up to punt a little shy midfield. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Hot 70.
Play action now. Daniels. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately, there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. By his running back, Allen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third and 2, Williams has his man caught by Odunze, and he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Has it at the 37. Jukes away from one. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
At their own 42-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Give him 8 on that one, and that's good for a Washington first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
6 the Eagles, 6 Cowboys, 79 Broncos. Panthers 6.
On first down, here's Daniels. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Williams to throw on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet. That's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success, and most importantly, taking the ball away and getting off the field defensively.
Viking 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Daniels now on 1st down. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go now. 60, Bronco 80.
Running right is Pacheco. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 6, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Dragon 60.
To throw, Daniels. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Commanders push the lead up to 12.
Bears 9.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down Bears.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw by Williams. He's out the screen. Here's a Dunte. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Williams from the gun. It's everything he has under this one. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Again, it's Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 from the 32.
What is up? Here we go. Hey, under.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Here's Williams again. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. To the air yet again. Williams has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So from the 3, here's second and goal. They are throwing it again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. Third and goal. To throw, Williams. Chased out to his right. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on third down. So the flag is declined, and now, Brock, they got to figure out what they want to do on fourth and goal. Out now are the special teamers to try a Bears field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the lead is back down to 9.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. A lot of space ahead. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders take a 16-point lead.
Commanders 28, Bears 12.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. First down, Williams to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off. Trey Amos.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
On the option, they give it to Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
At the Bears 37-yard.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Get it. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hurt. 70 Timberwolves.
One final shot before the half. Got a man downfield. This is Jackson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Takes over first and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Track. 60 bikes. Ready, right?
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Scott slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down, Washington.
The first down carry for Pacheco. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Throwing now, Daniels. Looking right, and he finds him. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. It's Pacheco on third. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run, a momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
First and goal, they go option. They pitch it to him. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. Gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10.
What is going on?
Working from the gun, Williams. Completed left side to Smith. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Chicago. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
What is that?
Handoff now from the gun. Cuts it to the right sideline. Free inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears start the second half with some needed points.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears get it back to within 2 scores.
Commanders 35, Bears 19.
Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
At their own 17-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 targets. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. 18. 5 in. Ready?
Play action now with Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. This is Ingram looking the left side. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that 1st down. They couldn't do it right there.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Kobe Turner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the jump.
3rd down, and the Bears loading up that secondary. They're in dime.
Hey, here we go. Here we go.
Throw here, 3rd down. This is reeled in by Jackson. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Ready? 79. 70 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready?
Now Daniels off the play action. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Bears have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
At their own 24-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. He loses the football. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one. So they're keeping the football. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
What is up?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Here's his man, caught by Odunze. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Williams going to run with it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
We'll get it at the 9. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play fake here, Daniels. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's your bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A second down run by Pacheco. Has some daylight through the 40. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
60 Eagles.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. He fires one deep down the left sideline. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bears have some new life in the fourth.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. And they give it to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
And he put everything he's got behind it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 70, 70.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders stretch the lead to 23. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors.
Ryland to kick off.
And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Offense to the line fast. First down throw by Williams. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck by finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you more interceptions.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be third and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He was looking for Aaron Smith. So that brings up fourth and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Watch stars! Let it up! Yes!
Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ready?
This one goes off left tackle. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Well, the old SMU Pony Express, that was not, Kate. That was a pitch anticipated by this defense who had personnel in place to stay well ahead and greet him rather quickly.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. He wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. That's 4th down now. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. It's 44 yards here from the left half. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
What is up? I'm coming. That's your man.
They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga has a lane past the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And that play is certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
And looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll come up on 1st and 10. One final shot here. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. And now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.